So let's talk about that classic home theater paradox. You know the one. You finally go out, you get that massive upgrade, a brand new 4K TV for the living room, but you keep the old 1080p screen in the bedroom. You hook them both up, and suddenly the whole system just panics.
It really does. It's the lowest common denominator problem, right?
Exactly.
Your source device, it sees both TVs, gets confused, and just to be safe, it downgrades everything. Your beautiful new 4K screen is basically held hostage by the old one.
Right. And that's exactly where today's deep dives comes in. We're looking at a very specific piece of gear designed to solve this. It's the WolfPack 1x2 HDMI Splitter Scaler.
And this thing, it's not just a simple splitter. You should think of it more like a bridge between different hardware generations. Yeah, its whole mission is to let one source, say your Apple TV, feed two very different displays without, punishing the better screen.
Okay, so let's get into the mechanics of this. Usually a splitter just clones the signal. If one TV is 1080p, the splitter tells the source to send 1080p everywhere.
And your 4K TV suffers.
Right.
But this WolfPack unit, looking at this hex, it seems to have a kind of split personality.
That's the perfect way to describe it. That's the key. It has two very specific outputs. Output one is just a bypass. It sends that raw, untouched 4K signal straight to your main TV. No questions asked.
So the living room gets its full 4K glory. Simple enough.
Correct. But at the exact same time, output 2 is doing something much smarter. It uses a dedicated scaling engine.
Oh, wait.
It takes that same 4K signal and actively, mathematically, downscales it to 1080p for that older second TV.
So everyone gets the best picture they can handle. But here's something I saw in the datasheet that I thought was really interesting. They made a huge deal about the refresh rate. Why is that so important?
Oh, that's a massive quality of life detail. A lot of the cheaper generic scalers, they'll downscale to 1080p, sure, but they drop the frame rate to like 30 hertz.
Which looks awful for sports or video games. It's super choppy. This WolfPack unit specifically supports scaling to 1080p at 50 and 60 hertz. It keeps everything buttery smooth.
That is a huge difference. Okay, I want to pivot to something that sounds, I don't know, kind of futuristic. EDID ghosting. The manual mentions a ghost unit. What is going on there?
Right. So EDID, it just stands for Extended Display Identification Data.
Yeah.
But just think of it like a digital ID card. It's your TV telling the source, hi, I'm a Samsung, I can do 4K, I can do HDR.
And when you have two different TVs, those ID cards conflict.
Exactly. And that's when you get snow or a flashing picture or those weird purple and red colors. It's a bad handshake.
And this ghosting thing is the fix.
It is. It has this little physical 4-position DIP switch on it with 16 different modes. It basically lets you create a fake ID card. The device can copy or learn what the source needs to hear, and it presents that perfect ID to keep the signal stable. It's like a diplomat.
It's literally negotiating the peace between your electronics.
Okay.
But we have to talk about the gotcha. There is always a gotcha.
And this one is critical. This is the HDCP trap.
The copy protection I saw on the specs, it's HDCP 1.4 compliant. But crucially, it's not 2.2 compliant. So what does that actually mean for you with a new Roku or something?
It means you could just get a black screen. Nothing.
Really?
Yeah. See, the device can scale the pixels, the resolution, no problem. But it can't convert the license, the copy protection. Modern 4K sources, like Netflix on a new Fire Stick, they all demand an HDCP 2.2 key.
And this box only has the older 1.4 key.
So the source just won't unlock the video. The handshake fails on a totally different level. You'd actually need another box, a separate converter, to downgrade the HDCP before it even gets to the scaler.
That is a massive aha moment. So
Yeah.
it solves the resolution problem, but not the digital rights problem.
Precisely. It really shows you that HDMI isn't just a simple cable. It's this active, constant negotiation.
So to sum it up, this WolfPack scaler is a fantastic tool for making your old 1080p gear play nice with your new 4K stuff, and it keeps that crucial 60 hertz motion smooth.
It solves the hardware gap perfectly.
But only if you're not getting blocked by the copy protection police.
You have to respect the software limits.
And I want to leave you with this final thought. The next time you turn on your TV and you just see a perfect, clear image pop up instantly, just think for a second about that invisible digital handshake that just happened. The ghost EDI data, the HDCP keys swapping, the resolution check. It's this incredibly complex negotiation. And sometimes, one tiny switch on a little black box is the only thing between a perfect movie night and a screen full of static. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.